Do you want to, I'm going to officially call the meeting to order. It might be a 2-minute meeting, but I'm going to officially call it. It's December 17th. It's Tuesday at 7:08 p.m. Littleton Cultural Council meeting. We're meeting. But the issue is that we might not have quorum to vote on any issues, so we can't approve the meeting minutes from the last meeting. We can talk about submitting, I think our panel book, right, as is, since we don't need any more votes. We already voted on that. Do we want to at least do that piece of it? Oh, did I lose you guys?
Oh, sorry. I don't know why my headphones aren't working. So I have audio now again, but my whole family's listening.
Oh. Hey guys. Because Sarah included a spreadsheet regarding the declinations for the grants. We can probably talk about that and just like close out the grant cycle without any voting, and then we'll probably have to schedule like a quick check-in for another time.
Yeah, and I have done before where we've just sent the minutes out and had everybody vote on email for that, so we could do that if.
Oh, we can do that. It doesn't have to be that great. Yeah, we can do that. Is everybody comfortable with that, or would you rather just reschedule the whole thing, guys? Because I'm open to whatever.
I'm open to whatever I mean, I ran and did everything to be here today, so I'm excited to do it today. But if you guys prefer, I can I can meet another time too. That's okay.
I probably can't meet another time. I'm kind of starting into my Christmas crazies at work.
I get that. How about you, Ray?
I'm fine to go for as long as we're able to get anything accomplished, like productive. Great. And I mean that in a positive way. So happy to keep going with whatever we can do.
I think Kim was going to be here, so I'm not sure if she might join.
Yeah, let me check the screen.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else there.
Yeah, I think yep. No one waiting. All right. Okay, cool. So I guess what we'll do is you sort of want to close out the grant cycle and just say everything that we previously spoke about. Does anybody have any, like, has ruminated on it and wants to make any changes to the budgets? Or if we, if all four of us feel like, no, we're good to go, I think we're good to, like, stop to talking about it.
I'm good.
Everybody? Yeah?
Yeah, I think we were all set from
all right, good. Okay. So the next so that's all, those have all been, like, we just need to, like, kind of hit a button right now to turn them over to, and is that Sarah who's going to be doing that?
She said she was going to be doing that, so we probably need to confirm that.
Okay. So I'm going to write that down for an action item. Okay. Confirm with Sarah on that. Okay. And then let's, if we want to, I'm gonna maybe share my screen, I think. If I can figure it out. Okay. And can you guys see this lovely spreadsheet that Sarah made?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so these are all the declines, like we've said, nope, on. And so we're gonna have to send these declination letters to each of these people. And I think it was just important to make sure that we all agree on the reasons of why we are declining these, in case anybody comes back to us with, you know, hey, I want more of an explanation. And I think that's why we started this. Kiki or Ray or somebody more versed than me, when do those letters have to be out by, and who should be assigned to that? Should that be one of us? Like, I'm happy to do it if we need me to.
I believe that's the January 16th is when I think it has to all be submitted in there. So I think the letters, because they'll get an automatic thing, I'm pretty sure, in the system.
Okay.
Once that button is pushed, I've not actually done that personally, because Julie kind of always ran that. And then I think Sarah was going to do the letters, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so I'll just check with Sarah if she's going to accept all of them and then decline all of them, and if the letters get generated automatically. It sounds like
Well, no,
something.
so there's two different things. So there's the system will just give them like a, hey, you got declined. And then
Okay.
we send a letter from the like info at email address.
Got it.
And that is more of a personalized one. And there's a letter like acceptance letters that we send because that has the stuff that like we are asking them to do that's specific to our council, like
Got it.
different little things. So that's all in the share drive from last year. So it's kind of just a copy paste, change the dates, obviously make sure the name is right, etc.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll find
And-
out if Sarah wants to do that or if she wants to split up the task with like.
Yeah, I say I'm also happy to do some of them or whatever if we want to split them out. I don't know. We'd have to go in there and look. I don't know that we send decline letters. I think that just happens automatically through the system. Like we're not personally contacting them. We're just contacting the accepted ones because then we're telling them the next steps, like with our town, like what they have to do, like the paperwork that the town requires, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so there's no like personalized, you're getting declined letter. Got it. Okay. So then probably just the reason for this spreadsheet is just in the event that somebody contacts us that we want to all be on the same page.
Yeah, because there's some kind of an appeal process. I think they can ask for more information. And
Right.
I think we did have that happen one time a couple years ago. The first year I was on, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Do you want me to just quickly review why we decided to decline, or are we all pretty clear on the reasons with most
Honestly,
of this?
I don't because I can barely read it, but there's some that like, for instance, financial need, like reason for denial, financial need. Like, I don't understand what that means.
I think for the Country Expo one, if I remember correctly, there were two requests. One was for the printing of the cookbooks and one was for the poster
The
board.
trifolds.
Yes, and I think we denied the trifolds, but confirmed the cookbooks. And I think what our reasoning behind that was that the poster boards aren't super expensive. Is there really a financial need for
I understand.
$40 poster board? I believe that's what
it means. Like, is there really a financial need from all the families to make it worth us spending that? Okay, I understand what that means.
Yep, exactly.
Maybe I would phrase it a little differently.
Well, these are the choices.
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Because if they're asking for it, it's because they think there's a financial need, right? So
these are drop downs. From what I understand, there's only so many choices. You have to choose one of the drop downs from the system, the grant system.
Oh, that is such a weird, because I mean, that's
I'm not sure.
Selection, no financial need. All of these are financial needs for the people who, in their view, right? Whoever's requesting this, they have a financial need. So it's a very weird drop down menu.
Yeah, I agree that
our assessment of the financial need.
Yeah.
So,
sorry?
I think it's our assessment of the financial need.
Okay. Yeah, I wish they would phrase it differently. Like,
yeah, I don't love that as a choice. I wonder if we could find another choice.
Oh, for Country Expo, yeah.
Honestly, more than the financial need, in my opinion, we said no because it doesn't really add much, right? Like the trifolds, we're not really. They're, I don't know how to say it, but it's not going to create an impact on anyone in Littleton, right? And we said the PTA could cover it, or the parents could cover it, or
wasn't aligning. Yeah, I know what you're saying. It was a number of things. It was nuanced for sure. Like, obviously, we think that the entire project brings a lot of important culture to the middle school, but we felt that the cookbook was more of a community based versus that's more of a school based. Right, so because not people from the public as a whole aren't invited to the Country Expo. It's only people in the school. So I think there was even talk like, oh, why won't the school budget for that or PTA budget for that?
I wonder if there's a selection that says like community impact. Like for me, that's more
like the first one, like community support and involvement.
Yeah, I'm gonna log into the MCC website and see what the choices are.
Oh, thanks, Kiki. That's a good idea, actually.
Although it looks like.
Yeah, maybe if that is the, thank you, Kiki, but if that is the option, I think I would rather put that than financial need. Or I don't know, maybe it's right. It just sounds so weird to me, financial need.
Yeah, and I think like that's really a documentation so that we can submit the declines. And then
Yeah.
if someone were to come back to us and appeal it, which I'm sure, probably they won't, but some people will, I think that that's when we would need more discussion and backup, of course, right? Like I could see, I don't know, like I'm trying to look at what's the one.
So let me try to understand. When they receive the automatic email saying, no, you didn't get it, they would see this, right? And then if they don't agree, then they would come and say, hey, can you please explain further? Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think
get a no without these sentences.
That's a great question. I don't know.
Okay.
How could I look that up, guys? Would I look that up on the website, do we think? Yeah, I don't know.
Because I mean, if they don't see it, then I don't see any reason to change it because we all know why we said no, and we can whenever if there's a request to expand, we can do that.
All right, let me just do it.
I know all I know is it's a drop down and you just choose it. So I don't know.
Yeah, and I think what she's saying is like they're not getting a letter. They're just getting like a notification you've been declined. We're wondering if it says why. Like, does it say because of financial reasons or because
it says whatever that drop down is? Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay, so it does.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah.
So maybe I would feel comfortable with whatever you decide because you guys have much more experience than me. I personally would change that financial need thing.
Okay, to like community support.
To all the ones that said financial need.
I don't know. I think I disagree, at least on some of them. So like the Groton Hill Music, the reason that we said no to that is because it's Groton Hill Music, and they got a boatload of money. They don't need
yes, you're
money
right.
from a culture.
That I
they
agree.
Don't need money
There's
from
no,
a culture council.
that one I agree with you.
And then on country, I guess it depends on a perspective on these other two, Country Expo and the Music Dance EDU. Part of the reason we said no is because we are short on finances this year, and they put in 2 applications each, and we said, well, we're only going to give you one of the 2 each because we don't have the money to fund everything, and so we picked the more favorable project. Now, that's more a gray area. So in that case, you could say it was due to finances, or you could say exactly what you're saying, Juliana, which is, hey, it's more, we didn't think that there was really the pain for the trifolds really was supporting the community in the way that is in line with our vision. And so funding the cookbook was more. And so we said yes to that and no to the trifold. So that's a bit more of a matter of opinion, I guess. I'm okay with the financial need one for Groton Hill. That was absolutely why we said no to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree. It's a gray area. If you feel more comfortable with Country Expo being for community support and involvement, I can ask Sarah to change it.
Although I could be equally confused by saying it's community support and involvement. So if I'm Dustin Brito and I'm like, you're not funding it because it's not supporting the community to fund a project like this,
right?
Yeah,
like that to me that would be equally confusing.
Like I don't like any of these drop down menus, but I think there's nothing.
Yeah, neither do I.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
If there's nothing we can do about that because it's a menu, then whatever you choose is fine. Like I don't like either option personally. Like I wish you could expand a little bit more. Like saying we funded one and we cannot do both. We don't have enough money to do both. We funded one, but there's
she'll get that.
I hear what you're saying. I wanted to also just say for perspective, like in all the time I've been on this board, we've only ever had anybody ask once. So I don't know that they dig that deep into the tabs.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then it's not waste time. I would leave it like that. Then it's the same thing.
Okay.
And I cannot figure out, I can't find, like all I can see is, I can see last year's, but it won't show me the emails or anything. And I can't do like a pretend one to see because it would actually go out. So I obviously don't want I am not going to click any buttons.
Yeah.
I am a little nervous about the wind phone denial reason. Questioning the dedication of the applicant, but evidence of track record is exactly right. I think.
Yeah, I don't really love that option personally, and I feel the same way about the out. I don't really like that drop down for the other one either. You know,
The
'cause
outdoor sculptures you are here, same. Yes. Yep.
yeah, for the outdoor sculptures, it feels more like I don't know.
Like we don't know them, right? Like that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how we would say, and neither one of them
It
is
seems
ever
like we're saying they have a bad reputation. It reads like
right.
that.
Yeah, I agree, and I don't love the wording on that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Who does this?
I know.
I know it's harsh.
Kiki, are you in that system right now?
I'm in the system, yeah, but
Is there anything that's not living there on this spreadsheet that would be more appropriate for those two?
well,
or
I
do you
can't
think-
even see where these drop downs are.
Ah, crap. Okay.
I'm
Maybe-
wondering where she got that. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm clicking on the read about what happens here. 'Cause honestly, I've never been involved with this process, and
Yeah, no, me
we've
neither.
never. I guess we've never asked the questions before. We always just sort of went along with whatever Julie did. I think so.
Yeah, of course.
Let me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to log into the share drive and see if there's something in there. Give me a minute.
Denials are sent through the grants management system, provide applicants with clear reasons for the council's decision. Like insufficient funds do not provide applicants with adequate rationale for disapproval of the letter. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm just reading through. I wish I could see the denial reasons.
Yeah, I don't understand why I can't. Let me see. Council profile, my profile, guidelines and priorities. We did that. Grant decisions. Okay, let me see here. Please note, once you have done this, confirm.
Can you go back to the grants portal?
Yeah, sorry.
Right, I could open it up on my screen too.
I stop sharing. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how Sarah got those, where she got them from.
I entered something in the Mass Cultural Council org, and it says tracking denial LCC program application. Sample reasons for denial. Project is not clearly related to the arts, humanities, or sciences. Project did not involve enough public benefit for a community compared to other proposals we received. Like this.
I like that one. I like that one for the wind phone one.
Exactly. Proposed project did not meet an additional requirement outlined, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if this is it, but these are better.
Now, maybe, I guess I just made the assumption that she was using the actual drop downs because that's what the assignment was, but maybe she didn't actually type those actual drop downs in.
That's true. So maybe we just need to shelf this and communicate with Sarah that we had some
yeah, because we have until January 16th to do it, so we certainly don't. Yeah, maybe we need to communicate with Sarah that we need.
It says here, if denying an application, click on denied on denial reasons are made available with optional box to add explanation. Then click on decline at the bottom. So there is definitely that menu.
Oh, here we go. I got it. I just figured it out.
Oh, you got it? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So it is. Your application was submitted after the state deadline.
Okay.
Your project appears to violate the state's anti-discrimination criteria. You do not meet state eligibility requirements. Your project is not clearly related to arts, humanities, or sciences. Your project did not provide enough public benefit to our community compared to other proposals we received. And
that one is better.
That one's a good one.
And your project did not meet our posted local criteria. That's it. So she must have come up with those other ones on her own.
Okay.
So those are not the actual drop downs. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's use the actual drop
Yeah,
downs.
we need to use the actual drop downs.
I think the one that says your project was not as good as other projects, basically, I think that's the one to use because that's basically what we did.
Right.
You're right. And no one can really debate that either because they can't.
Exactly. Nobody will question it because, they don't know.
Yeah.
Do you want
okay,
me to-
good. Because I was starting to think, I can't believe we were just sending these things out to people like that. Like that seems, some of those seemed really harsh.
Yes.
Is it a smart exercise for me to go through and just write down exactly what you just said in each
Yeah,
of
that's
these
what I was
things?
just thinking.
Yes.
I would open it and just do it, but maybe it makes, why don't you do it? I'll read them out loud if you want to type them.
Okay, yeah. That sounds perfect. Am I gonna have to like save it to the Google Drive or something after, or can I just email it to
Just email it out, I'd say.
Just
Yeah.
email it back to the group.
Yeah.
All right,
Hold
perfect.
on. Let me go back to that window.
Thank you for doing that.
All right. So that one, the one we
Can you read
the
them
one-
all off again? Sorry
Yeah.
to make you do
So-
it, Kiki. Can you read them all off again one more time?
Yep. So first one, your application was submitted after the deadline.
Okay,
Second,
we won't use that for any of them.
right.
Oh.
Your project appears to violate the state's anti-discrimination criteria.
Nope.
We won't use that for any of them.
You do not meet state eligibility requirements. Your project is not clearly related to the arts, humanities, or sciences. Your project did
Okay.
not provide enough public benefit for our community compared to other proposals we received. And the final one is your project did not meet our local criteria. So I feel like we'd probably use the bottom two for most of them.
Yeah, say that last
yeah.
one again, and I'll just write it down here in this empty box and then copy and paste it. It was
Yeah.
your proposal.
So the bottom one is your project did not meet our posted local criteria.
So I think that's going to be for I am, right? Just looking at what she put.
The ones that say local venue, no?
Yes. So
Right.
I'm gonna delete that out and put that in here. And then same for this one.
I thought there was another one.
Yeah, the two life celebrations is has local venue too. So that would put
The
local
second to
criteria.
last.
So go up 4 from where you are, right
here.
there.
You want that to be
Yeah.
your project to not meet our posted local criteria?
Yeah, because not having a venue was part
Right,
of it.
not having a venue.
Yeah, and the second to last has the same thing.
Yeah,
Right. Yep, that's right.
This one here?
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Does that fit anywhere else, do we think?
The theft of dignity.
Dignity.
Well,
Well,
that one was yeah, no, that didn't provide enough public benefit.
Or it could be
Yeah.
that one that says it does not, or it could be, what's the one that doesn't really meet the local definition of blah, 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 blah? I forget, there was one that
Of like science, arts, humanities.
your project is not clearly related to the arts, humanities. Or
That the one on the phone call?
I was
Yeah,
thinking
I
the
mean,
very
I think
last
that-
one, the theft of
I think we
dignity one,
can-
but the
I mean,
phone
I
one
think
is a
we
good
can just
choice
use
for
that other
too.
one. Sorry.
All right, let's go through this one. So for the wind phone, I like this one.
I agree.
I'm fine with that one for the wind phone.
Okay, because I like that it was a really nice concept. I love it, but it's the placement of it for me. You know.
I think that's the right.
So wouldn't
Oh,
it be
sorry.
more the fact that it was her private property that we said no? So that would be more that it does not meet that criteria, because that wouldn't stop her from applying again next year, right?
Well, but technically, it was just that we felt like that, but I don't know that really is on the criteria. Like,
they mean our
officially.
criteria, right? That we've put in, like,
But
we're hoping that
yeah,
right?
those it means the criteria that we posted, which didn't say it had to be not on your local property. And just I guess just my personal on that one with Jenna, like we have to be a little bit cautious. I don't know if other people know her, but
He's litigious.
yeah, we don't want to give her more information than we would need to.
That's
so
right.
I would keep hers very vague, in my opinion.
Correct. Yeah, no, that's why I liked that one. I'm with you 100%, Kiki. I loved her project, but I could see her being the one person coming back to us asking for more information.
Right.
Okay.
So I would say all of the 3 financial needs ones could also be did not provide enough public benefit compared to the other proposals we received.
I
Because
agree.
that's kind of what we're saying there.
Even the one with the Groton Hill?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like we were saying that not enough people could access it, so it wouldn't have as much public benefit.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Neshoba Symphonic. Oops.
There's one that says evidence of track record.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh, and we wanted that one to say posted local criteria?
Yeah.
Which one is it? Sorry, I think I
Yeah.
made it bigger. Sorry.
All right, let me move it over.
No, it's my fault. I made it because I couldn't read, so I just.
It was the outdoor sculptures that she wanted to do in each town.
That
Okay.
one is like, to me, didn't provide enough public benefit compared to the other projects.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me, that was more like, are we going to spend all our money on that when we don't know if other towns are even doing it?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So that was You Are Here statue, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so the last ones we have are Neshoba Symphonic Band and oops, why do I am not versed in Google Sheets, as
And
you can tell.
the Dignity one.
Dignity one,
Yeah.
yes.
I would say the symphonic band, I would say public benefit, just because I think because it wasn't really in Littleton
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Okay.
to me, that's the only one that kind of meets that out of the choices.
Compared to the proposals we received, right? Not that
Right.
we think that it's not a great
Not
thing,
zero.
just compared to
Yeah.
what we have, it's
Right.
not going to
Relative to
benefit
the
our
others.
residents as much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I guess well, we can finish this and then I'll say my thought. Sorry.
Then the last one is the Dignity one. So do we decide we wanted to post a local criteria or do we want to do this one?
That one was gray area even with the local criteria, but to me it's probably just comes down more to the fact that like there's not the public benefit.
Okay. Okay, so we really only have a couple that are not meeting local criteria. So that was the I Am project and the Live Music Making History Live.
Right.
And then the others are all, your project did not provide enough benefit compared to the proposals we received.
I mean, kind of the way if you look at it a different way, kind of the way we're slicing it is if they didn't have a local venue, they didn't meet the criteria.
Right.
Otherwise, we just think that they didn't compare well to the
Right.
others that we did approve.
Right.
And that's
we liked others better, and that's fair. Yeah.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and I think that's a helpful way to think about it in case anybody does come back, because it's like, hey, we kind of said no on 2 basic criteria. It wasn't more specific than that, sure, but at a high level, it was basically if you didn't have the venue set up, you didn't pass our criteria, and then we just had to rank order it because we had limited funds. The end.
Yeah.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to save this and I will send it out to everybody, including Sarah, and then just follow up with her to make sure that she's cool to go in there and accept and deny before the 16th of January.
I didn't realize it was a drop down. I'm glad we went through that. I mean, next year when we just go through
We
Might
should
as well
do
just do
it.
that.
when we go through the process, let's just have those drop downs right there, and we'll just be like, why no? This reason no.
Great
Yeah,
idea.
that's what I was gonna say. Was that we should like keep those into the spreadsheet maybe for next year.
Yeah,
And that way it's just
I
done.
agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yep,
And-
I agree with that.
And maybe make a note to check and make sure they didn't change the drop downs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because who knows? Maybe she used the drop downs from last year, Kiki.
Yeah.
And maybe
Well, that's the
that-
thing. I don't
what it is.
exactly.
And somebody
Yeah.
complained like we did. Like this don't make sense.
Right. Yeah,
totally.
that's true. That might have happened. I don't even know. So,
But I do
always
like
good
the
to double
idea.
check.
It is good. I do like the idea though of when we do have the discussions, having like a section that has like notes or status, just so that we
Yeah.
have backup. Like because they are so vague. Just in case we do have somebody come back to us, we can jog our memory, saying, "Oh yeah, the reason we had this discussion, there was no local venue. They had track record, blah blah blah."
Yeah, and maybe that's what we could add a column into that spreadsheet.
Exactly.
To say like, here's the actual, drop down criteria, and then here's some notes so that we can jog our memory.
Yep, I love it. Perfect. Okay.
Right. Let me go write all that down in the notes.
Yeah, you got the hard job, honestly.
I don't need to say all the details. I'll just say we went through it. Yeah.
Right. All right, let me see if I just want to save this, make sure that I'm saving this correctly before I get out of it. And then I'm like, oh, what did we say again?
Right.
See. Okay. All right, that's that. And then I'm gonna bring up peek your lovely agenda that you made for us.
Yeah, and I
So nice.
learned that the town does not accept Zoom requests on Fridays.
Oh, well,
That's why
I know that must have been a fun.
yeah, I was like,
You're like denied.
Meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, my job, I have to like answer my email 24/7.
Right, exactly.
That's fine though.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so we can't approve the minutes, but we'll do that by email. It says agenda item number 3, operational update, a treasurer update. Ray, do you want to take it away and talk about all of the fun
I'll give a
fun
better
stuff?
update in January. I didn't have anything ready for tonight.
Okay, perfect. So we'll skip that. We'll table that. Then membership updates for 2025. It sounds like we're gonna have 2 seats to fill. Stephanie and one that was open. Is that right?
Yes, so that we have
Yes.
two open seats as of right now.
Okay.
And I definitely think like even this example is a perfect example of why we probably should like be stepping it up, because even just one person missing it, you know,
You're right.
puts
You're
us
right.
out of quorum. And so I mean, I don't know if people have other ideas. I mean, we've done flyers, we've put it in Facebook, it's been in the town newsletter. I could ask them to put it in the newsletter again. We've posted it on social media. So I don't know if anybody has like, I could try
Thank you.
like creative writing's not really my strength, but I could try to come up with some kind of a like, hey, here's why you should join. That's more exciting than just what's on the flyer. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, because I just don't want us to run into issues or for people who are on the council to feel like massive pressure, like, oh my God, I can't miss the meeting because then no one can get anything done, like if they're sick or something happens. So yeah, it would be great to at least get at least one more person so we'd have more of a buffer zone.
Yeah. Trying to think like besides social media, like I don't know. I mean, I can start posting to like some of the, there's so many Littleton groups. Littleton Long Lake, Littleton Moms, Littleton, you know.
Littleton, what's up?
Right, what's up? You know you're from Littleton when.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like, I mean, there's so many. So if you guys are cool with it, if we have like that, I can just copy one of your old social media posts about it and put it in there so that we're looking for openings and just do like a targeted campaign of maybe after the first of the year.
Yeah, I
We'll do
would
a
say wait till the
targeted-
holidays are over because
Yeah.
people
People
have
are
a lot of
Somebody will pay attention now.
yeah, that's what it is. People are consuming too much right now.
Yeah, and I can be like, oh, is your New Year's resolution to get more involved in the community?
Oh, I love
That's
that.
actually a great idea.
For you, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you got me. So.
Well, I feel like social media is the way most people learned about it and joined. So yeah, that would be great. That's actually, I love that idea. Is do you want to get more involved in your community this year?
Yeah.
Have
I'm
we
like,
got a council for you?
I grew up Catholic. I'm good at like the guilt.
Right.
You know, twist
Same.
everything. Yes, right? Yeah. All right. So, okay.
I just realized my camera wasn't on. Oh, geez.
I thought you were just being incognito.
No, I mean, I don't. I'm just like, eh.
There she is.
Are you completely good with all the surgery and everything?
Yeah, I'd say I'm like 90% there. It's funny. My coming back to singing has been a slow roll, and I was doing a funeral this morning, and it was like where I had my incision was like burning it halfway through the singing. I was like, oh, no. And then every time I sat down, so I just awkwardly stood the whole entire time. So that wasn't weird. No, but
I didn't even think of that, right? Because that, like, you're sitting, you're standing, you're using your diaphragm, like, oh,
yeah,
that is so hard. Yep.
Another friend of mine who I went to college with, got my music degree with, she had hers out like a year ago, and we did a gig right before I had the surgery, and she was like, heads up, singing's tough for a while. And I was like, oh, really? Like I'm such a naive idiot, but yeah. So I guess I thought my surgeon said maybe like 6 weeks. So I'm about at 4 now. So it's not all the time, but today was weird. That had not happened to me before. But they did give me a muscle relaxer, but then I'm like,
that sounds fun. Yeah. Like drooling.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, not a good look. Yeah, that's not good for singing either. So
yeah.
But
well,
thank you.
that's
But yeah,
awesome.
most of the time I'm pretty much completely back. So and finally got my nausea under control. So that's good.
Good, that's important.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, you're closer to the end of the tunnel.
That's right. Closer than I was.
And I can reach out to people and like I just joined Music Boosters because I didn't join enough things this year. And there's some really cool people on that, so I can talk to them about it. Like there's this one woman, Kathy Wong. I mean, she might be too busy, but I can certainly ask her because she's great. You guys would really like her. And then like I can talk to people on Fable and oh my God, Fable. Help me, Ray. What's Adrian the secretary for? Fine Arts Boosters and what's the Theater Boosters one called?
Drama.
Thank you, Drama Boosters. Wow, I really can't think of words tonight. Okay, so I'll talk to that community of people and see if anybody's interested. All right. So there's a line item about public art project updates, but I think since not everybody's here, we should shelve that until the next meeting.
Agreed.
I don't think there's anything going on currently, and I think our next course of action will be to decide if we want to do Littletown and Bloom again, probably, or any other things for the spring. So January will probably be a good time for that. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Cool. And then we did the Grand Cycle action items, basically did the final discussion and the next steps, which I'm going to ping Sarah about. And then it's just any other business and drafting January agenda topics. Anybody got anything?
In January, we should make sure I don't know what the calendar falls.
I think our meeting's the 14th, so it'll be 2 days
So
before. Yeah.
that would be my number one agenda item is just we circle the wagons and make sure that everything's done in terms of communication to the grantees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I agree.
And will our first meeting be the 14th?
Yeah, the 14th.
Yeah.
At what time?
14th.
7.
Yeah, at 7. Yeah. They're always the second Tuesday of the month. Well, typically they're the second Tuesday of the month at 7.
Okay. You know what? Okay, if it's like that, I'll save it. Perfect. Because I was thinking of maybe adding in the next or in the minutes, like the calendar for 2025, maybe if that helps. But if it's a second Tuesday, then I can totally do that by myself.
Yeah, except
But,
for the November meetings, which are additional, we always just do it on the second Tuesdays.
Second
Right.
Tuesday, perfect. I'll do it right now. Second Tuesday.
Yeah.
at 7.
And I would say when you're doing that, if you notice any that are like, oh, this is during school vacation or whatever, feel free to bring that up at the next meeting and we can be proactive about having to find a new date.
Yeah, good idea.
That is very, very smart. Yes.
Actually, I'm checking ahead right now.
I know. I was like, because I won't think about that, and then that'll.
I think we don't have that conflict in February or April, so I think we're okay in those 2 months.
Yeah.
But
I think you're right.
I need to check on other days.
I think you're right.
Yeah, because the 8th for April and school vacation is the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're okay. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, so the next agenda topics for next time, the priority will be just to confirm that all of the grant cycle items all the boxes are checked and they're ready to go. And then the public art update, maybe starting to ramp up for Littletown and Bloom so that we can maybe avoid the dreaded DPW.
Right.
Stealing our signs again.
Or at least be more arm in arm with them this time.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
and have it all our ducks in a row. All the things we learned.
Hey guys, do we also meet during the summer, like when school is out? We do.
Yeah.
We usually do. Yeah.
Okay.
It sometimes is a short agenda, but we usually do.
Yeah.
Okay.
We usually there's the third Thursday events throughout the summer. And we've been doing where they host have you been to one yet before, Juliana?
Of what? Sorry?
Third Thursday.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, sure. So it's essentially in Fay Park, typically. A lot of different community organizations will host almost like a tent. And then there's food trucks and other, items, things like that. It's like a little town, I don't know, festival, you want to say. And it's the third Thursday of every month in the summer. And we've been doing like a representation there as the LCC, trying to like get people to fill out our community survey, recruiting, and we usually have like a little art project for the kids to do or something. So usually like we find 2 of us. I think we missed like 1 this summer, but we went, or 1 or 2 of them, we went to 2 of them. So
Right,
when
yeah.
that comes around, we'll talk about it. But yeah, during the summer, that's what we usually do.
That sounds really nice. We might be out for the meeting of July, but if I can connect, I will. But I'll let you know whenever that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
worries.
Sure. Yeah.
If we get 2 more people, that won't matter as much either.
I
so.
know.
Hopefully we can find somebody. All right. Anybody else have any questions? I'll ping Sarah after the meeting and I'll send everybody a copy of the spreadsheet we just went over, and I think we're good to call the meeting to an end at 7:49 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.